We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Time to go to work. Let's go.
Here we go. 180!
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Here we go. 180!
I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Here we go. 180! 21!
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Here we go.
16 yards, a first down. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd
and
4.
Alert!
A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
The 31 now on 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds.
We got this.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision.
Here we go.
The play developing in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
That's it, baby.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on the other side. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
12, fellas. Here we go.
They'll run with Mostert, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and
goal.
Here we go.
He
ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid with turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Right back to him on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Ready up. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a handoff looking right. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Hard throw, incomplete. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Right there, 54 Mike. No game on this defense, no game. Hey, watch out. Check right, 54. Check go.
From the gun, Jones. Looking for Allen, he's got him on the slant. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Panther 60, Mustang 19.
Jones on 1st and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Viking 18. Dragon 60.
Operating from the gun, Jones. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And if you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. And as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space. So you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, You've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first
21,
time they had the
21.
football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, let's go.
Running the jet sweep with Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
Okay,
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Back for another year. We'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right.
Here we go, here we go.
Gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. There's Garoppolo to throw. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he goes out right around the 39.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Bring up 2nd down.
Watch the pass, watch the pass. Here we go, here we go.
2, 2, and hot.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there?
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go, shot.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
First down and much more here for Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
Seven Pirates.
Jones now on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Right there.
18, Pioneer.
Now Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
79 Broncos. Check. Go.
From the gun, Jones. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Operating from the gun. Jones. That's caught at the 2. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Jones will sneak it, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Daniel Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
Here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field, with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Let's go
So
now.
one play, and they're
18
already
Cardinal,
just
18
shy of
Cardinal.
midfield.
Defense, let's go. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let him know, let him know.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
54. Mike 54.
Warrior 70. Hut, hut.
From the gun, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard. That'll bring up 2nd down.
70 Lion.
Come on, come on. Check, check.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Let go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Hut.
They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. And he rifles one incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary,
Here we
so
go.
they dropped it off to the
Cowboy
running back.
80.
That one ended up incomplete.
Ready, ready.
Jones throwing again. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
19,
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Let's go.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
San Francisco
180.
offense ready to start their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay,
Here we go.
these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
2. Set hut.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter.
Here we
They've
go.
had plenty of
180.
opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And this will not get
Here we
close
go,
to the
here we go.
first down
Black
markers.
80.
He's brought down at the
13,
26.
13.
That one good for
Man.
only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And James has it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Here we go, here we go.
Give him 25 yards on the play there. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. On first and 10, it's Mosher. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still. Got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you? Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are,
here we go, here we go, here we go.
Pay it off with some points.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game. They're on the move. First and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
It goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 11. 20.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So how about that? You draft him in the first round back in April, hoping he'll make some plays for you. And now look at this. Instant dividends. A pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Put that ball on the mantle at home, young man.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
6.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
They go back to the ground. This time, Mostert. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team.
Here we go, here we go.
Tackles,
20.
because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. When he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Here we go.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 47.
45. Mike, 45.
65, 65. Set hut.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Down right
180.
there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Set hut.
Throwing on second down. Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36.
Come on now. Come on.
There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, how about that? You use a high draft pick on this guy back in April, hoping he'll grow into a role as the season progresses. And now look at this, a pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Sometimes the evaluation doesn't match what the kid brings to the table. He progressed quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And we see James. Will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
Showtime today, baby.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Here we go. Black 80.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Nice hit, boy.
Block, block, block.
Mostert. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync. Quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Here we go.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Garoppolo on 1st down. And that is incomplete here.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion
here we go.
that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it really got to him there. And it would have been the first sack of the game instead. They're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
21. Here we go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is Ayuk complete. And
here we go.
Niners
Like 20.
First down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
Ready to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. So that time, Charles,
go ahead.
helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
45.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. eluding the pressure right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Here we go.
3 yards all they can muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. And my goodness, another interception.
Good job.
Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible. Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one. They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Atlanta, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.